Hey guys, Luke here. We're back for another episode of my Dream Team Tour. Let's get straight into it. Now, I think everything all synced up properly, so shouldn't have to worry about that. Now, obviously, you can tell by the title what sort of team we're taking on. Now, need to explain, well, before we get into it, actually, I'll just say if we could try and get 5 likes in this video, that'd be really cool. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, just make sure to like and subscribe. That's all I've got to say. And also check out my other videos, my FIFA stuff, because I upload daily that as well. Now, I was gonna do individual forwards thing. Like I did the hookers already. I suppose you could call them forwards if you want. Well, they are forwards, but they're sort of a specialist position. The rest of the forwards, though, I was gonna do like front rows by themselves. Second row locks, but it's so hard these days because, for example, you got Sam Burgess. Is he a front row? Is he a lock? Is he second row? Like, what is he? Dave Taylor, front row, second row, lock, centre. But some of these players, it's so hard to decide what position are they best suited. And I forgot to do the numbers on the back. Not that really matters too much. But I think this is a very interesting side, and probably the funnest side I've made, to be honest, going through and trying to work out what people are going to play. And I think it's not a bad side in the end. Obviously there's only 17 spots, and there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of forwards in the NRL. I don't know why I said thousands. Hundreds, though. And like I said, there's only 17 spots, so there's going to be people missing out. There's going to be people going, oh, where's George Burgess, or, stuff like that. Where's Jared Reed-Hargreaves? Where's Sam Moa? Well, thing is, you can't have everybody. And I picked them based on probably position, who's versatile, that sort of stuff, not necessarily their ability. Although ability did come into it a little bit for, some of the obvious ones. Like, I was never not going to put in Sam Burgess or Sonny Bill or James Graham, all that sort of stuff, even though they're not, they are, but they aren't. But yeah, let's get into the side. So 1 to 17 is Chris McQueen. We've got Tony Weens, Ben Teo, Dave Taylor. We've got Joel Thompson, Wade Graham, Greg Bird, James Graham, Dean Hallertau, Andrew Fafita. Oh, I thought we were going to get through there. We've got Elijah Taylor, Sonny Bill Williams, Sam Burgess, Corey Parker, Glenn Stewart, Josh Jackson, and Sam Casiano. So let's launch up a bomb. Come on, get under it, Hayne. Uh-oh. T-Rex gets under it. Now, let's go through the reasoning of all the players. So we're going to start off with Chris McQueen. Now, you might see him as the Origin second row and all that, but I remember him coming off the wing. He was originally a winger, I believe, and I think maybe he stopped getting picked for wing, so he ended up having to come in and play the forwards. I think Michael Maguire was the one who got him into playing in the forwards. It's worked out pretty well. I'd say he's got to earn more money in the forwards, and he's a representative forward now. I don't think he ever would have done it on the wing, to be honest. He'll probably say the same thing. Forward was just where he's meant to be. And he's not the only one who's transitioned from the backs to the forwards, as is the number 2, the first winger, and that's Tony Williams, who came into grade at the Eels, playing on the wing. He also played a fair bit of wing at Manly. He's played in the centres. I think he's probably played more wing centre for wing or centre than second row, which I think it does show in his game that I don't think he's truly a forward. If Jared Hayne puts up photos on Instagram of junior sides, you see their jersey flag side stuff from grand finals, and Tony Williams is always on the wing. So I don't know if T-Rex, if he was always just the big kid on the wing, or was he just, he was tall or whatever, but as he got older, he just, turned into a monster. But he'd always been playing wing, so he never really discovered it. It was too late by the time he got massive. It was too late for him to sort of get the mentality of a forward, and he'd been playing wing too long. I don't know where I'm really going on that, but hopefully it made some sort of sense. But yeah, Tony Williams, I think he was a pretty easy selection for the wing. It was either wing or centre, and there's not really any wingers that we can throw in there. A lot of them can play centre, so it was easier to do that. Then we move on to the first of the centre pairings, and it's Ben Teo. Now, on this game, he's listed his second position is a second row. I don't know if his second position is centre, so I don't know if he's actually played centre before. I'd assume he had for the Broncos, probably. Maybe, filled in for a few games, because a lot of the Broncos, they've all played a bit of centre. You know, Alex Glenn and Gillett. Gillett probably should have been in this side too. I forgot about Gillett, to be honest. And a great little step there by Tompkins puts us over for our first try. And looks like we're going in for another win by the looks of things. So we'll quickly do all this sort of stuff. Yeah, Ben Teo, he's pretty quick, pretty agile. Shame he's leaving the NRL, but yeah, he's probably someone that a lot of people forget. They know Sam Burgess is leaving from the Rapidos side, and he'll be a big loss. But forgetting Ben Teo's leaving as well, and you know how much of an impact he has in games. You look at the semi-final. He's devastating on his best, and also his Broncos days. Like he's a state of origin player. Like, and I think people underrate him for some reason. But yeah, for people saying that, you know, back to back for Rabbitohs, it's gonna be tough when you lose two players of the caliber of Burgess and Teo. But you never know. I hope it's the Bulldogs, to be honest. But yeah, that's enough of Teo. We're going to move on to Dave Taylor, who was the man that Ben Teo actually replaced at Rabbitohs. They didn't do a direct swap or nothing, because obviously Taylor went to the Titans and Teo was from the Broncos. But you know, similar. In Origin, they might have been a direct swap. I think Ben Teo was a better fit for Rabbitohs. Dave Taylor, he's just so inconsistent, but his best position probably is a centre. I'm not gonna lie, like whenever you look at the best form of him, like for example, the little spell he had at the Broncos, where he played great form, he was wearing the number 12 and all that, but he was really he was attacking as if he was a centre. And you know, you look at his best games for like Rabbitohs and Titans as well. Generally, a lot of them are him running at centres and wingers and all that. So centre's probably a good spot for him. He's played a little bit of centre this year in the Titans, and yeah, good for him. We've got Joel Thompson on the wing. He's also played a lot of centre. You can probably argue he's more of a centre than a second rower. Who knows? I think he is a second rower, but yeah, he's happened to play a lot of centre at the Raiders specifically. I don't think he's played second row for the Dragons. I don't think he's played centre for the Dragons. But yeah, definitely for the Raiders for the 3 seasons or whatever he was there. Enough of Joel Thompson though. Move on to the halves. So we got Wade Graham and we got James Graham. So, we got Wade Graham and Greg Bird. Sorry. Oh damn! Wow. When I had the front row team, the half pairing was James Graham and Sam Cassiano. Leave in the comments what do you think of that. But yeah, the actual whole forwards, half pairings Wade Graham, Greg Bird. Obviously, both of them played in the halves. Wade Graham predominantly a half until the last few years. I mean, he was always touted saying, you know, he's playing 5'8" now, but he'll eventually be a 4. And they missed. Wow. They never missed. T-Rex. He had 75. He had one of the... Like, he was a better kicker than like a lot of people in this game, and he still missed. Oh. Yeah, Wade Graham, he's had a lot of experience at 5'8". I mean, he's been playing since he's like 18 or something for the Panthers. I think when he first came over to the Sharks, he was even playing 5'8". Probably wouldn't look out of place at 5'8" right now either. Just he got injured when he needed some 5'8s. But yeah, I think his future definitely lies in the forwards, but he has played there. And then Greg Bird, obviously, he's another one. He's played for New South Wales at 5'8", I think. Played a little bit for the Titans, 5'8". You know, he's very versatile, very good forward, Greg Bird. What can you say about him? He's just a great player. And he slots into the halfback spot. Not that he's probably not halfback, but it's not too much difference. Then we got James Graham, who's just there because, you know, he's prop of the year. He needs to be there. What else can be set up? I've already expressed my love for James Graham. He's what a man. King James. I think now it's good because now it's not just the Bulldogs supporters who can acknowledge that he's like a top player. Because before, you know, they're kind of like, yeah, but he's English and he's only played 2 seasons in the NRL. But now he's just dominated every year he's been here. Even with the whole bite thing, he's still been incredible. And such a good buy for the Bulldogs, and so glad he's at the Bulldogs. Even though if he was at other clubs, I probably would still like him. He's just that sort of player. The hooker position is Dean Hallertau, which I think is a pretty good one. He's played for New Zealand in the hooker spot. Just a really solid player, very versatile player. Can play centre, can play hooker. He can pretty play anywhere on the field. I suppose you could throw him into the halves if needed. I mean, not that he's not a standout sort of player for any of the positions. He's just a solid player. But he was very good for the Bulldogs in the second row, so I thought that's worth noting. Good work, Hainsey. And then the other prop was Andrew Fafita, who he's another one who could have played wing. He could have played centre. For the forwards team, I had him marked in as fullback. So he's pretty quick for a forward. I should have put Brent Lawrence in here somewhere. But got all these second roles. We're so versatile. So good about the game. They can all play same position. They can all play multiple positions. Should have been intercept right there, but I thought they were going to run into a gap, and I didn't want to go flying past them and then leave the ball behind. As I yawned, it's there. Hopefully that didn't come off in the video, even though I've acknowledged it. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, for Fafita. Then we got Elijah Taylor, who I think is a super underrated player. He's so good. Probably in a few years' time, he'll be a household name. But right now, he's just doing some good work at the Warriors. Sorry, not the Warriors anymore. Doing some good work at the Panthers. But yeah, super underrated player, I think. And I think he's going to be a top player in the next few years. He's only young. Then we have Sonny Bill Williams, number 12. Yeah, like I said, all these second rowers, locks, so versatile. Sonny Bill probably is the person to symbolise that. In the Rocks and Diamonds team, we had Kristen Inu and stuff. They're the definition of that. But definition of versatile. Sonny Bill can play anywhere, 5'8", centre, prop, second row, everywhere. Probably play hooker. Wow, come on, get there. And he pushes off one. Wow. Turning defense into offense. The forwards team, the lock is Sam Burgess, and he's same as James Graham, just picks himself really. Oh yeah, Tompkins made that tackle. Oh, here we go. That's us turning defense into offense. So get it out to Guerra. He's going to have to take a hit up. I don't know why I'm trying to go for these tries. We want to win. So yeah, enough to really say about Burgess. You know how good he is. Unfortunately, he's going to play Union, but it is what it is. The bench, Corey Parker. He's another one. I was looking for people who are very versatile. So Corey Parker can play. He can play pretty much all the 4 positions. So he was a good pick. Also can goal kick if needed. I don't know why we put in a little kick with Sonny Bill. Wow, that was shit. But up the other end of the field, then we got Glenn Stewart, who's another one who I was thinking he probably could play 5'8". He has all the skills of a 5'8". He's kind of like James Graham of locks. Does the offload, good passing game, can put grubbers in, everything. So Glenn Stewart's another good pick. Then we got Josh Jackson, who for the Bulldogs fills in at all positions. He played a little bit of hooker in the grand final. He's played centre for the Bulldogs this year, second row. Just a great player, Josh Jackson. And Sam Casiano, he's pretty much another half. In that 2012 year, he was basically playing as a halfback with James Graham. People seem to forget just how good Casiano is on his day. He just can't stay fit. So hopefully 2015, this will be his year. So we're going to pick up another victory. It was sealed with that last try, but we already had it won pretty much. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode, because it's come to an end, and I'd like to ask you if you could drop a like. 5 would be nice, and if you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome too. We're trying to get 500 subscribers, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, my handle's at Mr. Luke on YT, and let us know what you thought of that little glitch at the start. That was pretty cool. I think it was this game. Yeah, it was. I don't know. The one where they threw it heaps far back. Alright. See you guys. I'll see you next one, which will be the last episode of the Dream Team. So, hopefully you enjoy that one. And I'll see you then. Bye.